Hello everyone, I'm Tara Jones and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about an exercise, or actually two exercises, that we've previously discussed and demonstrated, both on the ground and under saddle. We're going to be going over the pull-low exercise, and we'll also be going over lateral cervical flexion. These exercises by themselves are very important, but what's even more important is being able to combine these exercises together to get your horse more developed with their longitudinal balance, which is back to front, front to back, and also with their lateral balance, which is side to side, left to right, left or right to left. So as we go over these two exercises, Phantom and I have positioned ourselves in one of the back pastures here, and we're going to demonstrate how you can incorporate the two exercises, which I'll provide the links below, how you can incorporate those exercises and really start to put the work on your horse under saddle to get your horse nice, soft, and fully developed with their muscling. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. Here we are, we're back, and I'm on Phantom, and I'm going to first go over and review the exercise that we previously talked about. I'm going to pick up on one rein at a time, and the direction is going to be up in a diagonal line. Previously, I've taught this exercise to Phantom on the ground, and I'm looking for her pull to lower in response to that pressure. Now, you'll see that she's reaching down for a nibble of grass. There's a specific reason why I brought her out here into this pasture. Most of the time, my clients will tell me that they don't have a place to practice this exercise that does not have grass. So I'm going to show you how you can use this exercise as you're working through and developing your horse, and just almost ignoring the fact that they want to eat. So as we're going through this, I'm just going to ignore the fact that Phantom wants to eat, and I'm going to keep asking her for that exercise. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick up my right rein, and I'm going to ask her to lower. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch right away to the left rein, and I'm going to ask her to lower. And you'll see that her response is to indeed lower her head. Now right here, she's guessing left. And this is normal and natural for a horse to guess because she thinks I'm asking her to bend. Now remember from our review before, we don't want the rein to cross over the horse's neck. So once I have Phantom reaching down and thinking down, now I'm going to immediately switch and I'm going to go to the raking. I'm going to ask her to bend to the left, come back to center, and ask her to bend to the right. Now remember, you're not pulling your horse at this stage of the game. Right there, she thinks that she wants to reach down for grass. I held the rein steady. Once she comes back up, I'm going to ask her for a left bend and back to center and ask her for a right bend. Sometimes when you're performing the head down cue or the pull-low exercise, as I refer to it, your horse is going to start leaning almost on the bridle or reaching down in your hand. When we ask for a bend to the right and Phantom wants to pull down, I'm just going to hold that pressure until she guesses, keep my head level and bend to the right, and vice versa, back to the left. So once Phantom is nice and soft, when I rake to the right and she bends, comes back to center, and then bends to the left, then I'm going to go right back into my pull low or head down cue. But this time, I'm going to do it walking. So I'm going to add both legs and I'm going to ask Phantom to lower her head by picking up on pressure. We're going to move back a little bit so we can stay in the frame of the camera. And I'm going to ask her to continuously lower her head. And you can see when I pick up on that pressure and she responds by lowering it, I'm immediately releasing that pressure. There we go. So when she's down, I am going to go ahead and switch back to the right and ask for the same exercise going to the right. If she stutters, then I'm going to go ahead and add my leg to tell her to come forward. We're just going to keep walking, and I'm going to keep asking her to lower her head. So once I can get her nose at least below her knee, and it's consistently good, meaning when I pick up on that pressure, she immediately responds by lowering. This side I'm not exactly satisfied with, so I'm going to just stick on this side for just a few more breaths while I talk to you about it. And once she starts responding immediately by lowering her head like she is, I'm going to go ahead and go back to raking. So I'm going to go back to the left, and I'm going to ask Phantom to bend. And then I'm going to go to center and go back to the right and ask Phantom to bend. And back to center and to the right. And back to center and to the left. Very good. So once I have those two, I'm going to go immediately right back into the pull-low exercise. So what this is going to start to help with, and what it's going to start to make better, is you can see at the beginning of the stage, when we first asked Phantom, her mouth was open. Oh my goodness, it looked like I was really pulling on her. But what starts to happen with your horse is they start to accept the connection and the contact, and that's super important when you work with your horses. Sometimes people think that when the horse opens its mouth, it's immediately a pain issue, and it's not necessarily the case. Sometimes the horse just doesn't feel that contact all the time, and now you can see that Phantom's head is getting much more quiet. Her mouth, her jaw, everything is getting much more quiet. And as everything gets much more quiet, then I know that Phantom's starting to accept and understand the exercise. So I'm still asking for the pull-low by raising my hand up. There she's starting to lower. I'm only going to release her when I feel that she's polite in the lowering of her head. I'm going to add my legs and click to her, keep my forward motion. And again, I don't really care where Phantom walks. It's not the issue here. I'm looking for either her pole to lower, or I'm looking for her to bend laterally. So the lateral cervical flexion becomes more important. So now I have the pole low really decent. Then we're going to go back to Reiki. So basically, just when you have it good, you're going to go to the next exercise. And that next exercise will help you to really start to develop both sides of your horse laterally. And it will also help to develop the softness. So in terms of how long you do these exercises for, when I first started, I might do it on average of 10, 15 minutes. I'll just go back and forth. So I go from pole low to where her nose is at least lower than her knees. Then when I feel it and it's good on left and it's good on the right side, then I'll go ahead and I'll go to the raking exercise where I'm just asking her to laterally cervical flex her neck. Once that starts to happen and she starts to bend in both directions, then I pretty much just flip back and forth between the two exercises. So what starts to happen with your horses, they start to figure out that they need to wait, and they need to wait for the response of your hand for what they are supposed to do. So in other words, every time they feel pressure, they shouldn't immediately pull down, and every time they feel pressure, they shouldn't think all the time bend. So once that happens, then they start to really come into a nice level framework where we're releasing the muscles, we're releasing the tension, not only on the underside muscles of the neck, but also on the sides of the neck where the brachiocephalic muscle runs and a couple of the other muscles run. So we're making it pretty symmetrical on both sides of the body. This is a fantastic warm-up exercise. Do it all the time with most of the horses that I'm sitting on, and it's just a great way to reinforce these exercises and make sure they're really fine-tuned. So again, this is the pole low exercise, and it's also the lateral cervical flexion exercise. I hope this has helped. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to drop me a line at tarajones7@yahoo.com or check out my website at tarajonestraining.com. Thanks so much for subscribing to my channel, and if you have not already, hit that little red button on the left-hand side down at the bottom, and make sure you let me know what you'd like to see. Thanks, Phantom, so much for joining me out here, and thanks to all of you for watching. Have a nice day, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.